Welcome to the Tire Couch Podcast. I'm your host, Mitch. And as always, we have Mike.
Yo,
And today we're going to be talking about a really long named anime. What's been going on, Mike?
fucking lot of cutting the grass. Truthfully, fucked up my arm a little bit. Um, did a
Lost a
lot of
gas.
RuneScape.
Well,
Fucking retard.
you
What?
lost a gas can. I was waiting for you to say that.
Shut up. Nah, I didn't want to think about it.
um,
I'd rather talk about my RuneScape addiction and my inability to not go back and play Kenshi.
have you tried to get back and play Kenshi?
Oh yeah, I've been doing it all the time. It's just like I get an idea. And then I'm like, oh, I want to do that. And then it's like, well, everything catchy takes a little bit of time. So your idea that took you 5 seconds is going to take like an hour to implement until it gets to the part where it matters.
Mm. I yeah, I'm in this weird state where I can't really focus on one game right now.
Yeah,
So like I just play Yakuza a little bit every day, Yakuza 0, and something random usually. But like for some reason my brain's like, you should go back and play Pokepia because it has all those new updates and shit. And I'm like, It was really hard to do some of those things in that game. Not hard, just takes a while. I'm just like, nah, man. I did like a lot in that shit. So,
Monster, we have to play that a bit.
yeah, we've been playing Monster Hunter. That's fun. Uh, we didn't trap those fucking T-Rex looking dudes yet, but I want to.
Nah. You can trap what is there? There's like different missions. Some will help for trapping different things. I don't know what different you get out of them.
I don't know. I know you just complete like those little side quest mission things from, but like it'd be sick to catch one of those fucking T-Rex things.
No, I guess. Fucking, it's like catching Mewtwo all over again, except you're like a 3D character instead of just pressing A over and over again. You're running around,
It's that
beating
bad.
on it, and then I just hate them because like I don't know if I've ever like did it completely right. I don't know because it's like you gotta beat it up like a Pokemon, and then you gotta get it to run into a trap, and then you gotta like throw tranquilizers in its face till it passes out. I think that's what you have to do.
Well, we could like super role play it, man. Like we can jump down in there and like see him walking around. We'll scout out the exits. Fucking put traps there, then just like beat the shit out of him till he tries to run, and then you track him
Yeah,
whenever he gets the
good.
trap. I mean, I wonder if it would work like that. Do you have to like get them down a certain bit, like HP
Yeah,
wise?
I think you have to get them to the skull, or it's either like you have to get their health down, or you have to like exhaust them. Like, do you ever see when they like start breathing really heavy and shit? And you can see their breath.
Yeah, and they're like hobbling around and shit.
Yeah,
That's what I figured. I figured like a shock trap and some tranquilizers, if that's how it works. Do those?
yeah. There's like a shock net trap or some shit. I think is what it is. Because like the one thing I remember using, it might have just been the easiest thing to make, but or the thing I had the most of. It's like you have vines or ivy or some shit, and you can make like a pitfall or some trap like that. I forget exactly what it is. It's like catches them in a net.
Now I just want to like shut down the podcast for the night and go play some Monster
Yeah,
Hunter. um, yeah, no, I do those shock, yeah, do those shock traps paralyze them or just shock them?
paralyzed.
Nice.
I don't know if they do damage.
I mean, paralyzed to get tranked is kind of all we need, right?
Pretty much. See, like said the shock traps. I don't know. Like, I guess making them is probably harder. Is the difference, and you have a limit of how much shit you can carry. So Because I was trying to think of the difference between that and like the normal net thing. But then there's like the flash pods thing or the fly cage. And if you like hit them with that, they'll be blind, but they'll start freaking out because they're blind and start flailing everywhere. So that's awful.
Yeah, I was also thinking it'd be fun to just both of us just start wilds, like one that we just have no idea what we're getting into, and just see what happens.
There's one of them I just didn't look like. I didn't like the look of it. I
That
think it's
was a
the one like
Rise.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, Rise looked. I don't know. That was a little bit cartoony, right?
I remember the demo. You had like this pet besides your Palico. It like made me think of like a Digimon.
Mm. That's a game we need to play at some point for the shows. One of those Digimon
Never
games.
played that. I heard like the newer three that I guess they're not newer now, but it's like the last 3 or 4 games they came out with were pretty good.
They weren't bad back
They
in
were
the
like
day.
all different.
I had the first Digimon that I actually rented from Blockbuster, I think, and I played that for a good bit. It was fun. I just wish I understood it more. It's
I never played.
seemed very different, but it's like isometric, and you're like a Digimon just running around, hanging out with your Digimon people.
No. There was like this game. It was Bomberman. Forget which one. I think it was one of the handheld ones. But you'd find monsters, and they would have like I think you'd find like the natural ones or whatever. The ones that are just whatever element, and then there's like a machine where you could crossbreed them or whatever, and they'd make a new one. Like you'd still have the old ones, but they would make like a new one, and then each one of them pretty much had like HM abilities that you could use outside of battle for the game. I forget what like actually battling with them did. I think you just do it. But that was weird because it was like a rock paper scissors type game, but you picked like 3 of them at a time. Like you'd have oh shit, like how Suikoden was with the dueling thing. You would have
Rock
a
paper
car.
scissors.
You'd have well, it's like us. It was the exact same thing: attack, defense, and special. And you would. I forget if they had different ones that had different like sequences, but you had to like choose a series of like 3 attacks. So it'd be like one would be attack, attack, special, and defense, attack, special, or blah blah blah.
Hmm.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, there's a underground fighting thing in Yakuza Zero, where it's just straight
Yeah.
up rock paper scissors match, and it's just like that Suikoden style kind of deal,
Okay.
just like
I
you were
remember the
describing.
Pokemon thing was weird in that one.
The Pokemon, is that what you said?
Yeah, what was it called? In Yakuza, you like had Pokemon or whatever that were basically just the enemies.
Oh fuck you, dude! Digimon's awesome.
I didn't understand it. Uh,
You just do the elements basically. Like this element beats this, and like you want to try and like get the stronger attack and shit like that.
I didn't feel like that because like they had different like attack patterns and shit like that, and you fought like a 3-on-3, and
Yeah,
they're yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I had a blast with it. There's turn-based games like what do you call it? Fairy Tale that have like a grid based thing in front of them that's turn-based.
Cool.
Like this attack hits the square in front of you and the square to the left, but you guys are all lined up like a standard like roll like a turn-based RPG. So you could
See,
like
because
move kind of in it.
see, like with the tactics style game, I could see that shit happening. Like, so I think it's how what you call it, Fire Emblem is. But Well, I guess not really. It just has like ranges. But I wanted like Pokemon, like how Pokemon Conquest is, but like that's kind of depressing because it's like almost everything I want, but it's like not enough. Because it's like here's this 16 by 16 grid, and it's like, oh, yeah, 16 is not as big a number as I thought it was.
Right, exactly. Do you? How are you liking Mystery Dungeon?
um, I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's
Yeah,
like you're running through, and then people are attacking you, but like you don't have. Do you have range?
yeah. Depends
'Cause I
on
remember,
the attack and shit. I think.
okay. So I remember like the thing at the beginning is like, uh, everybody moves like according to you, or gets to move when you move. So see how that enemy there is like a space away. If you attack right now, you won't hit anything, but then it'll be his turn to move, and he'll have to move into your range. And it's like I kind of like that type of tactic thing, but like also not really. I want more of like I don't know, conquest, I guess. But some
Later on, like right now, uh, I don't know how far I am into the game. It feels like I've done like a million things. But
well,
you'll have like enemies stop one of your Pokemon like on the tail end while you're still going. And like if you just keep going, it stays behind and fights that other Pokemon. And I've had my whole team separated multiple times in this one dungeon,
well,
in these last couple dungeons. But like if you beat them and you're still moving, that Pokemon will still try to move a little bit and then just not move at all. It's
huh,
weird. Yeah. So I had to like go back through the dungeon to find them. And if you die, like say your whole team dies,
yeah.
there's like a weird, I don't know, other rescue team that's like a real rescue team, and you play as them. So like I got a Dragonite, a Salamence, and all this other shit.
Jesus.
I'm just like everything die, and you go
Okay.
and you save it. But there's like a side quest too. I think it's a side quest. I don't really know if it's. You don't have to do it right then, but I did. My Pokemon were like level 12 or 15,
Wow.
12, 15, something like that, real low. The Salamence was level 50, and I beat him, and he joined my squad.
Huh.
And I looked it up to see if like I was supposed to do that. It's like, yeah, you kind of like have to do that, but it's not required. And I was like, what do you mean? It doesn't even make sense. So I just went in and beat him because I got those blast nuts, and you use them. They do like 100 fucking damage, like a pop or like a bunch of damage. So I just kept on hitting him with blast nuts, and and I kept reviving my characters.
An item?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can use like
Um,
wands too, like sleep wands and shit like that. All that shit you find in the dungeon you can use.
huh.
So it makes it fun.
Uh, I'm only bringing this up because the game has kind of the same premise as that. But Pikmin 4, it is actually, I think, a two-player game.
Yeah.
I forget exactly how you do it. It's like online or some shit. But the second player can just be like this thing that shoots rocks. And so you could go and have them kill everything. And then you don't have to kill anything and you just collect everything.
I thought it was either your Olimar or um not Poochie, what's its name? The dog. Uchi?
Ochi.
Ochi. Yeah. I thought it was just one or the other. I didn't know you could just go around
No,
shooting
you
rocks.
can, yeah, you can be like the fucking, I don't even know, like God with a straw shooting fucking peas at things until they die.
Dude, I fucking as much like time as we put into Pikmin 4, it's just another reason why I'm like Nintendo, why do you do all this stuff that I love, but then you don't give me achievements? Like why don't you have fucking achievements? Hate that shit.
Give me more dopamine.
Yeah, man. That's what it's about. It's like I just want somebody to look back on my achievements in like my Steam, my PlayStation, my Xbox, everything, and be like, damn, bro played like a lot of fucking games.
You just have like a hard drive that you put in a time capsule, bury it in your yard. You're like, yes, the aliens will know.
Just there's like a slice of like skin taped to it. It's like, bring me back.
Oh, I
speaking
don't
of
know about
speaking of fucked
I
up
watched,
images,
I watched Jurassic Park recently. If you feed your blood to a mosquito and then encase the mosquito in amber and then fossilize it somehow, it would work.
dude, the USB hard drive is made of amber. There you go. Hello.
Oh,
Yeah. What'd you
it's like it has directions in it. It's like, please clone me.
say? They just look at it and they're like, what prehistoric people? It's just, um, but fucked up shit though. I got to play my first Call of Cthulhu game. That was fucking badass, man.
Uh,
Uh, we had pre-generated characters like like that he made for all of us and shit. Um, I got to be a I picked handyman. So and my I was from Brazil, and I was very religious, pretty sure Catholic. I think you can pick like for your backstory. And I just played my character as like that character was. So like I named myself Gabriel, and I had a cat named Carlos. I'm like up on Google. I'm like popular Brazilian names. It's like, well, you're South American, so if it says pick your religion, you just have to be Catholic. You know what I mean?
no.
So I just like played that character, and we had to investigate, or the not investigate, but inspect, like old artifacts and shit, and they were all evil except for the one box that was meant for me, which had an electrical component inside of it, and that's me playing that. It's like I have to fix this artifact, and everybody's trying to figure out what it's worth and what it does. And I was like, well, he said an evil, grotesque statue. So I'm like, well, if you guys are doing this, I'm just gonna grab this evil ass looking thing and stare it directly in the eyes, and that's when all the crazy shit happened. But like, I died at the end of the game, uh, helping somebody escape. But it was fun as fuck.
Was that I kept fucking telling Brandon to go to this one place and Fallout. Like I didn't want to like, yeah, push him into it or whatever. But like, especially not at the beginning. I just kept telling him fucking go there. And I forget if he did like he found the whole thing. Because like you can just stumble upon the thing instead of finding it the other way. But he's going through this fucking dungeon talking to me about it, and I'm like, this place sounds familiar. I'm like, are there like ghosts in it and shit? Lights turning off and stuff? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, oh dude, I've been telling you to go to that place forever. And it's fuck, was it Dunwich Borders or some shit like that. And it's a um what would that be called? Like inspired or a tribute to Lovecraft, the Dunwich Horrors.
Oh, nice.
And like it's fucking crazy. You like find this fucking dude in this like maze of radiation. There's like all these graphite blocks around. They use this to like insulate radiation. And he's like in the middle. And he like you find him and he like shot himself in the head.
Uh,
And there's I think you hear him in the radio too, and he like tells you go away and like shoots himself before you get there. And he has this recording about like how this fucking thing's after him and it just won't leave him alone. It keeps talking to him in his head and shit like that. And it's like there's running fucking tribute to fucking um Lovecraft and Fallout. And you can get this cool ass fucking machete and shit down in the fucking lake, or there's like a hole that has a bunch of water in it. And swim to the bottom. There's a giant metal face staring up at you and shit.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you swam in that game.
It's not advised 'cause everything has radiation,
Mm.
and power armor does not float.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, I think I was on an island or some shit. And I fell off of something. And I fell into the water, and it's just like now that's at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, it was really fun. I've just been online scouring the internet for places to connect with people to play Call of Duty now, or Call of Cthulhu.
Call of Duty.
Yeah, Call of Duty. I don't know why. I was like looking at this, that Xbox thing's up on my screen, and I was like, oh, Call of Duty. um, but yeah, it was a good time. Just waiting to play more. You ready to talk about this show?
Let's go.
All right. The very long titled show that we're going to talk about. This anime is called Trapped in a Dating Sim. The world of Otome games is tough for mobs.
I would say it's more of a subtitle because it's got the colon there.
Yeah, but I mean, is there any more of these? Didn't you say you saw other ones?
No, it's just I think the art for the cover in Crunchyroll or like whatever the fuck you call that cover art still, I guess. But it has a 2 on it. And I don't
Yeah.
know. I think every once in a while with shows on Crunchyroll they'll put like 2 next to it to like refresh the title so that you know that it's came out with another season or some shit.
Yeah, I've always realized that too. I was like, why is that this and this that? But I guess that answers the question. Because I'm pretty sure that I was reincarnated as a slime has that, or something kind of like that.
Yeah, I think that's what I see. It was like something like that.
Yeah. Um, it is a Japanese light novel series written by Yomu Mishima and illustrated by Manda. It was originally self-published as a web novel. The series was later published by Micro Magazine as a light novel. Blah, 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 blah. The plot: uh, an office worker dies and finds himself reincarnated as Leon Faux-Bartfort in the Holfort Kingdom of the Otome game that he was forced to complete by his sister. In this world, women reign supreme, and survival is particularly tough for mobs, quote unquote, background characters like him. Using his encyclopedic knowledge of the game from his past life, Leon sets on disrupting this world and its social hierarchy by finding the cheat item, Luxion, and enrolling in the Holdford Academy. He attempts to live a normal life and find a wife, but through his actions he gets embroiled in all kinds of schemes, while mingling with nobility and other characters of the Otome game. Hell yeah, what'd you think?
Um, sorry, I was looking up what else this person did. The writer, and they wrote something called "I am the evil lord of an intergalactic empire."
Next show right there. Perfect. What
I
did you
really
think of it?
enjoyed this show. It's really well balanced. It never leans really hard into any direction. I wasn't exactly sure why the prince was a big deal because it's like a female-driven society or some shit.
Because of the marriage thing. That's like a thing they take very serious there. I don't
Well,
know.
the
I
marriage
like
thing was like their class or whatever. So
their whole lives revolve around getting ready for marriage. It's weird.
yeah,
And they can do certain things to go up in social rank.
that's the weird part.
Yeah. Like he goes into a bear and he's like, I'm a Baron level 5 or whatever the fuck. Or this number 3. And he's like, I outrank you. I can do whatever I want. It's like weird as fuck.
That's what I said. Like female are higher in the hierarchy, but like the one what was that? I guess so. It's like I don't know. I guess because the queen doesn't have a daughter, it matters more. Because you'd think like a prince would still be worthless, but they still treat like a certain men with some like gravitas or whatever.
Yeah. Leon has like a big thing with just basically overthrowing the hierarchy and just telling everybody that they're a little bitch and nobody can beat him. So he just slowly goes up in rank, but he's not really trying to because it's always like some kind of situation where I hate this dude that's a douchebag, so I'm gonna embarrass him to protect this person from this. But then by doing so, his rank in society rises, and it just puts more shit onto his shoulders, and he keeps getting pissed off about it.
Yeah.
So it's like this causes this to this to this, and it's kind of like episodic in a way, kind of, but not really. I don't know. Seems like
I
it.
liked uh kind of builds on itself, I guess.
Just very
More than an
slow,
episodic thing. Yeah.
which is weird because like parts of the last season are like him on a giant airship, fucking fighting everything in the skies. And there's just flying monsters everywhere, controlled by a witch kind of deal. So,
There's like animal people. I
yes.
don't know what that was. Cause like they kind of just offhandedly mention it when they talk about having servants.
Yeah, I'm not understanding that one. Because it's not really even brought up that much, right?
Yeah, they're just like there. Like they'll have like some was it I forget who the last one was. I don't think it was that blonde haired chick that was like freaking the fuck out and a bitch all the time. But it was somebody that's like, oh, here's my servants. They're like, was it one of them's just like a full on fucking like wolf person, and then like the other people are just like more normal looking, and it's like Dragon Ball Z whenever they show like a city. There's like random fucking cat people and shit everywhere.
It is. How they did that show is so strange. They're just like, it's like you said, every time there's a city, it's like some dog people, dragon over here, there's this lizard guy. It's just straight
Nobody
up,
would explain
just Star Wars. That's all it is. That always
it. You
reminds
got
me.
like Olaf. Like, yeah, from I'm pretty sure like if you watch the beginning of Dragon Ball, you can tell that like a lot of things weren't like meant like it was um never taken too seriously. Like I don't think he thought it was gonna continue very long. And then it just ended up doing that. Because there's like Olaf and what's his name? The cat dude that's with Yamcha.
I forget his
They go
name.
to they go to like transformation school or some shit, and then there's like a witch that is Master Yoshi's sister and stuff.
Yeah, and he fights an entire military, like set
Yeah,
in war.
well, I think that's when they started getting serious
Yeah,
because
but
it's like the first like 40, 50 episodes or some shit like that.
yeah, it's. I don't know. I watched that for the first time last year. Like, actually tried to go like through the whole thing of Dragon Ball,
Yeah.
and yeah, that was a fun show.
Yeah, we did it for the show. I wish I would have just started from the beginning of the Red Ribbon Army arc, or
Uh,
I really wanted to see like the whole Piccolo arc with what's his name? Fuck the guy, the first person who kills Krillin,
I don't even know who the first person.
Tambourine.
Tambourine, huh?
Yeah, it's like Piccolo's brother.
Oh yeah. Okay. I've never seen that though. I've never seen him killed for the first time. How many times has he died?
Good amount.
Like Vegeta killed him. I know that. Frieza killed him. That was all in one arc too.
I don't think
All right.
Vegeta killed him.
I thought Vegeta did. Oh no, that
No,
was
because
Frieza. No, that was just Frieza.
yeah, they're about to beat Vegeta, and like Krillin was the only one left, and had like Yajirobe's sword. He's gonna stab him. Goku's like, "Don't do it." He's like, "Really?" Like, yeah.
And he just
And
picks him up in the air.
he just gets in his ball and leaves. It's like the end of that.
Yeah, that was a crazy thing that they did. Just by like, just making Krillin fucking explode. It's like,
Yeah, he just like points at him or some shit and he explodes.
yeah,
Right?
he like pull like makes him float up in the air, like telekinesis looking style, and then he just squeezes his hand shut, and then Krillin just fucking explodes. And Vegeta gets impaled by Frieza's horns.
That was Krillin.
I thought that was Vegeta.
No, he gets healed by Dente. I think he like almost dies there too.
Okay. Yeah, I swear he was the one that got fucking. Who got shot? Did Vegeta get shot? Is that what it was?
Shot.
With
Vegeta got
the
beat up a
beam.
bunch, and then he said, "Was it?" He had like Gohan. He like threatened Gohan to beat him up so he could get his Super Saiyan reboost. And he's like, they beat the shit out, or Krillin beats the shit out of him. And he's like, "Okay, Dente, heal me." And he's like, "Well, you killed like a bunch of my people, so fuck you." And he runs away. Vegeta's like, "No," and falls over.
No, he got beamed through the chest. That's whenever he died. Goku buried him, or at least thought he was dead. Right?
um,
Yeah.
I think he gets his ass beat by what's his name? Raccoon.
No, this is like right when he goes Super Saiyan.
Oh, I forget.
Yeah, because he got fucking beamed through the heart or some shit, and then Goku buried him, and he wasn't actually dead somehow.
I thought they like um gave him like a sensu bean and told him to get everybody off the planet or something.
Nah, he buried him.
I don't remember.
Yeah, and then I think he went Super Saiyan right after that or some shit like that. The only
He is
reason
Super Saiyan after Krillin dies, I think, right?
yeah,
Doesn't matter.
no, it doesn't matter. Fuck it, we'll figure it out. But yeah, the show I like it because he always gets all fucking crazy, evil-eyed whenever it comes to like throwing over somebody higher up. So he's just like, oh, these five dudes that are essentially the Power Rangers.
Look,
Yeah, that's what they just, I don't know. Just like a bunch of snobby Power Rangers. He just like beats all their asses. And then he gets made a Baron after that, right? That's when he becomes a Baron. And they're in Gundams.
but they like banish him or some shit at first. But I like this anime from like the very beginning because like his sister, I forget exactly what the fuck he's doing. He has like a job, so he's like working, and then on time off, his sister like somehow he did something and he doesn't want his parents to know, and she cons him into playing this game for her because she can't beat it, and she just wants to know the cutscenes. And like he's just fucking pounding the A button. He's like, "Oh my god, this fucking character! Like, blah blah. Yeah, you're so cool. You're so handsome. Oh man,
You're so
everybody loves
handsome.
you." Yeah,
Sick
he's just
fuck.
like I hate all these fucking sissy fucking dudes. He's just like yelling about it the whole time. And then he like beats the game and he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I'm gonna go get something to eat." I didn't understand this part, but he's like, "I'm gonna go get something to eat." And he's like, "Oh wait, I'm too tired. I fall down the stairs. I'm dead." And then like
That's
he
why I didn't
wakes up
remember
in the
him
game.
dying. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's stupid. He's like, "Oh, I'm pretty tired. I took a wrong step." And I'm like, in zombie mode, so I just fall down the stairs.
Yeah, I saw whenever I was watching it, I remember him mentioning he's like, yeah, after I died when I was reincarnated here or something, like whenever he's doing his inner monologue, I'm like, you died? When did that happen? Actually, yeah, come to think of it, how'd you get in this game? Like I didn't remember like any of that at all. And that explains why, because he just fell down the stairs apparently. Didn't realize he died.
That
Um,
would be so fucking awful. Like,
yeah, a little bit.
imagine you're like like you have a nostalgia day or some shit. You're like, I'm gonna play the Rugrats, and then you like die, and then you're stuck in like the fucking awful Rugrats game in space and shit.
I I think they had a couple of those Rugrat games actually.
There were a few that were good, and then there was a few that were really bad.
I played the one on
Just like
PS1. Forgot about that.
ah,
It
forget which one I played. I
it was
remember you like
interesting.
needed batteries, and you were like zapping things as Angelica or some shit.
That might be the same one. I think it's still crazy that they still make SpongeBob video games, and they're actually popular.
Uh,
Like people actually like them.
SpongeBob been on for like my entire existence.
I remember
It'll
the
probably
first
be on
episode.
long after I die.
Yeah, I remember when the first episode aired, and I was like, "What is this?" And then everybody always talked about it. I
You know
was,
what's really weird? Every time you like go back and look at a cartoon from the late 90s and the early 2000s,
hmm
it's like, oh, here's the voice of that male character. And it's like, oh, it's SpongeBob. It's like, I'm gonna watch Futurama. Who's Fry? Oh, he's SpongeBob.
Is he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Huh.
Yeah, that dude, I forget his name, but he is like literally in everything. Him and Tara Strong are like the most prolific voice actors.
Well, Hayden Panettiere, that one chick, that I think I told you about this yesterday. She died from that Heroes show.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I totally forgot she's the voice of Kairi in Kingdom Hearts. And then I was like, watching
Oh
this
yeah.
video, I'm like, oh, the, she was Princess Dot in A Bug's Life, and I guess she was in Bring It On, which I think I only saw one of those movies, and it was because it was in school, so I didn't know that. But yeah, you'll like
My
look
cousin
back.
made me watch that movie, and I was like, um,
Seething.
I was like, no, dude, I was like, fucking happy as shit. Like,
Why?
let me get this straight. You're gonna make me watch a bunch of hot older women, like I'm like 10 or whatever, and dance around in cheerleader outfits. I'm like, fuck yeah.
um, yeah, we were in high school, and I think it was Bring It On 3. I don't know. Um, but yeah, I just only remember it because of that. And one of the main characters was a dude. That was another reason I remembered because I was like, this seems really out of place. You know what I mean?
They had them in the first one.
Oh, I thought they were supposed to be nothing but girls usually.
It mostly is like the first two, but like there's like a few dudes or whatever.
Oh, okay. But anyways, yeah, you'll like look back and see voice actors, and it's just like all these actual actors when they were like really young that are really big nowadays.
Yeah.
I noticed that too.
Um, I don't know. It's weird because there's not like too much crossover because they're like really different jobs essentially. Because the voice actor, you have to like overact kind of in your voice, and if you did it while you're like doing body acting and shit like that, and like when you're an actual actor, you have more things to be aware of, and then when you're just a voice actor, you can just completely focus on like your voice essentially is an instrument that you can perfect.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I've watched people in the booth, and it's just like they're just flailing their arms around.
yeah.
Um, yeah, but this dude he just likes overthrowing these motherfuckers, and that's what he does pretty much every episode. Um, I don't understand the whole dynamic, like the love dynamic. Which one's the one he's supposed to be with, and which one's the one he likes? Is it even the same person? Because that girl's
I
like
like
always a bitch, isn't she?
I like the main chick, but Olivia is like the what is it? She's supposed to be the main character.
I think so, kinda. Like I know it's supposed to be, but like in as a show, it is not the main character, so it kind of
Yeah,
like throws me off a bunch.
she's the main character of the game. But yeah,
Yeah.
and then Angelica's the other blonde chick.
Which one's is Angelica the bitch one then? The older one? Well, older looking one.
Yeah. The what is it? I forget what the fuck her dad is, but Angelica Redguard, our grave.
Yeah.
Yeah, says she's the main villainess.
Oh, well,
Okay, of the
there
game, of the actual game, she's the villain, but he like wins her over. I remember him talking about that now. He's saying she was a villain, and then this other bitch was a villain, and he's like, I wanted to see if I could win them over and see what their real personalities were or whatever. He's like, the other chick's just fucking evil.
you go. uh, I don't know. Everybody's just kind of. Oh yeah, and he like fucking makes the school hate him, which is great. Like
Yeah.
everybody starts hating him probably what halfway through the first season. Like they already hate him, but like
Yeah.
they really fucking hate him because he's a commoner that keeps on blasting up through the ranks, basically.
Uh, did you like the Tea Party thing?
Oh, I forgot all about that.
I thought that'd be like your favorite part because he's like, they have to make tea parties to impress the girls so they'll talk to them in the first place. And he's like doing it and he gets pissed off about it. And then he meets this man and he's like, he has the most perfect mustache and he's like super polite. And he's like, I will pay you, master. He's like the only person that he respects in the whole show. And he's just like, out of nowhere, fucking just loves this dude. And he's
Yeah,
like, I would do that, but it would disrespect my master, and I couldn't live with that.
yeah. This is also one of those shows. Bring you back to an earlier conversation where I don't think that it was meant to go to a second season. I think it was supposed to be a one shot.
Yeah.
There's just like a lot
I
of
was really
jumping
like, oh
around.
my, wait, what?
There's like a lot of like
There's,
what?
sorry, I scrolled down to like the bottom. There's like 5 seasons, 6, 8. There's a lot of seasons.
Holy shit!
It just keeps going. There's 13.
Oh my god. Well, never mind then. It's kind of how I felt with SAO too, because like their first season was great, and then it was like, that's weird. That's weird. That's weird.
I
Kind
don't
of.
know what essay like the idea behind that was. I guess because it ended and then it was popular. The dude's like, well, I just keep making whatever I want, I
That's
guess.
that's what I mean. Yeah. But yeah, it's a fun show. They get Gundams, fight with them. Uh, I don't know, a bunch of classic little anime tropes. The design is pretty cool. The art.
Yeah, I like the art.
It
The
remind,
manga art looks a little different.
yeah, usually a lot more. I don't know, a lot more chibi. I would say.
I
When
don't
you
know about that.
not like classic chibi, but you know what I mean. Like kind of like everybody looks like
Yeah.
tiny. I don't know.
I forget how old they're supposed to be because what um he like starts in the game as like a kid in the field, like just watching the wind blow essentially, and it's like 10 years after he dies. He's he's 10 years in the game is when he starts going to the school or whatever, and he has like evil stepmom or evil, yeah, I guess. If you're like, I don't know. These shows, after I watch so many of them, especially like with a scenario like this, it's like, did that person that he got like put in exist beforehand? And he'd like erase them and replace them?
Yeah, I mean, I would think, right?
I guess, because he like knows his dad and stuff. And he's like at least 7 or 10 or something. So he like goes in the world knowing his family. So he had to like have took somebody over or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Or
sketchy.
or maybe it just like skipped him through to that point because he starts off by saying like, "Oh, it's another day, like any other day," or some shit like that. And then he's like, "Wait," and then like he remembers that he was another person from a different world. I think that's how it is.
Yeah, well, that's like that third season or Alicization or whatever the fuck, the season 3 or whatever for Sword Art Online. It's like they were kids and they remember growing up as kids in this virtual game, and then they're like older. I don't know if they're like teenagers or adults or whatever whenever they start like going on the crazy shit. Um, but like at some point when they're kids, they're adventuring and something fucked up happened, and then the girl there got taken away, and then one day they go off to that that place or some shit like that. Or one day they get older and then they go off to that place. I don't know. It's really strange because it's like in the real world he's just playing this game, but you have memories of when you were a kid. You know what I mean? Like all of you were kids. Everybody in that like main character cast.
I don't
So
know. I
so
don't remember that part.
no, that's
That's like
in season
Final
3.
Fantasy VIII shit.
Yeah, that's in season 3. The Alice was Asian thing, if I'm
Is it
remembering
like
right.
a Final Fantasy VIII thing, where it's like,
I
oh,
don't
you
know.
actually all grew up together, but you like had amnesia and forgot about it?
Well, no, like he is in the game like normal, but he's in a different game because he's playtesting something for a company. And like in that game, they were kids at one point and they had memories somehow and they grew up together and shit. That's why I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if he takes over or something or like what the fuck, because obviously you could have been there for like years upon years to grow up. So it's
That's
like
it makes sorry,
I just don't
makes me
understand
think of
it.
a what's his name, Joji Ito comic. He has this dude, um, he's just a normal dude and shit, but like every time he goes to sleep, he has this dream, and it's like he's like a little kid and shit. Like I forget exactly if he's like a little kid growing up in the world and shit, but like every time he has this dream, it gets longer, and then like he doesn't no like no more time passes than real, but than normal, but his dream just keeps getting longer, and it's like the most like real dream in the world. It's like he's in another world type shit. So I wonder if it's like that, where there's some like time dilation or some shit where the fucking you go into the game and then the game like simulates your childhood in the game and then brings you up to a certain point. I don't know, like people talk about fucking the pleasure dome shit. That's kind of what that sounds like.
Well, like their
It's like you're
job,
locked into this. Yeah,
there's
sorry.
their job's just chopping down this tree, trying to chop down this giant fucking tree. That's like how that show starts or that season starts. I'm like, what? And then one day they're like, this is impossible. Why do we do this? It's kind of like a question on like what is the meaning of life kind of thing because that whole world is structured to where people do certain things and that's it and that's their place kind of deal. Yeah, I don't know. It's very strange, and it's a very long season that I haven't watched all the way through. I think it's like 70 episodes or some shit. Not sure.
That'd be like really fucked up if we could do that though. Like simulate time passing in a dream, like because time passes faster in dreams or whatever they just like extend it so it's like another life. When you come back to this life, it's like I lived like 100 years in that dream, and now I'm like real again. And I was Now I have to remember who I was again, and then all that other stuff is fake. So like, what the? I don't know. You can fuck like some people up.
Yeah. What do you think of the Gundams in this one?
Oh, they're pretty neat. The the show really isn't about that. They have like the fights are pretty cool, but
It's not about that, but I
the
just thought you'd get a kick out
princes.
of it.
Well, no, I mean it's not about the mech part because like they have two different styles. The main character has like a more like there's like two different genres of mecha, and one of them is like the more realistic like military style ones, and that's like kind of how his mech looks. And they have like more of the magic, and it's funny like how you were saying with the color thing. They like do that so that something's like easily recognizable when it sticks in your head. It's funny how he's like, this one's the green one, this one's the red one, and he's like, yeah, those are colors, but shut up. He like calls the purple one a sissy color and shit. He's like, blue was already taken.
Yeah, they definitely address it.
There was like a heartfelt moment where the one chick called um the sword dude needy because he was like the main character says he's like good at a sword. He's like, I don't know, because the only person I ever fought was my father. He's like, why do you need validation, bro? And it's like, well, he only fights his father. He's probably like trained 20 more years than him, and his ass, and says he sucks. So then he like just whoops people without knowing it. You called him needy. It's like, fuck you.
Yeah, he just likes to degrade them in front of everybody. Everybody just hates him so fucking much. And it's for the dumbest
Yeah.
shit too. It's like,
Well,
oh,
not
what are you
really.
gonna
The
do?
bet thing.
Huh?
The bet thing was the first thing that made everybody pissed off. So they just kind of like compound that. So it's like, I lost all money because of this jackass. And now he does this.
Well, I mean, that was his fault though. Like he wanted to bet and he lost. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's like a crazy bet. Like the fucking prince and his entourage versus some rando dude. Rando dude. That's like a fucking pool shark type thing.
um, yeah, and that one chick just fucking. Remember the one chick that goes psycho and treats everybody like absolute shit?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier, where he's like trying to win the two villainesses over, and he just found out the one chick's just straight evil.
Yeah. Um,
She like hates Olivia because she's a commoner, and just like tries to make her slave and shit.
yeah, he gets super pissed about that shit. So
Yeah.
it's always fun. So he just always makes more enemies, even though he does good shit. Um,
And he has 343 guilty spike as a fucking
yes,
partner.
yes, exactly, yes. But it's a smart ass one that's just like constantly criticizes him, and makes fun of him and his choices.
I
But he's
love
like,
that.
but he's like, I'm with you all the way though, so don't worry. Yeah,
Yeah, he like was it when he first comes of age or whatever, they're like, well, you can't go to school because that would cost a shit ton of money, so you have to marry this ugly bitch that had 7 husbands, and she's probably gonna get you to go to war so she can take your inheritance from you by getting you killed off. So he's like, I'm gonna go to this fucking dungeon thing I know of. And like he meets this robot, and it's fucking hilarious. It's like complimenting his skills and shit. That it's like, I'm going to kill you, and it's like really polite. And it's like, once I kill you, I will rebuild the armory here, and then I'll proceed to genocide the human race. It's like always secretly talking about killing people and shit like that. But it's it's not like a turbo granny type thing where it's like trying to like destroy you. So it like tells you half truths, which is kind of weird because it's like the robots like I don't know. It's like nice evil, like jokey. Like it says it wants to kill everybody, but it doesn't really seem to do it when it has the chance.
It's Skeletor.
Skeletor's awesome. Fuck you.
I'm saying that the fucking thing is awesome. I don't know. Skeletor is just like hilarious evil. You know what I mean? Like you were saying.
I love those memes.
Yeah. Like
Uh,
that's. I can't think of Skeletor in any kind of way after the memes. You know what I mean?
like He-Man's like getting his coffee in the morning. And there's like no creamer. And he's like, "Ah, fuck you, He-Man. I stole your creamer."
Did you know that in the new Masters of the Universe movie, Jared Leto played fucking Skeletor?
I wish they really burnt his face off.
What?
Skeletor's like thing. He was like this like crazy warlock dude, and he got his face burnt off with acid. That's why he has a skull face.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything much about that movie except for from a podcast I listened to. But when I heard that, I was like, I gotta go look at this. I gotta go look at this acting, and it was, I don't know, it was cartoonishly done, but like kind of good at the same time. I don't know. I mean, it was just
See,
like
whenever
5 seconds, so
whenever Jared Leto played the fucking what was
Morbius.
it, Spencer's Gifts fucking Joker,
Yeah, that was
and looked
awful.
absolutely awful, and was like mailing dead rats to his co-stars. Like, I'm just not gonna give you attention.
Yeah, no, that was a weird time. And
Yeah,
you know what's even worse though than him doing that is that nobody stopped him.
yeah.
Like at that point, you
I've heard a bunch of weird shit. Like, I heard about this one actor from like the 90s or like 2000s or some shit. And he would just like pull his dick out and put it on people's shoulders. And like everybody would laugh about it. It's
no.
like, yeah, no, that's not funny. Like, I don't care if some fucking gay dude is putting his dick on some chick's shoulder and that's like somehow amusing because he's gay. It's like, no, you tell that person to stop.
Well, like, who's telling the story? Was he telling the story, or was somebody else telling the story?
It was just like a thing that this dude did while like people were talking like on set and shit. He'd just throw his dick on their shoulder and it would be a big joke. And it's like, what kind of situation like does this
Well,
happen facilitates this as a good thought to people
my
and
thought
like
is
people
like,
play with it like
yeah, like my thought is like, if the story, I just imagine the story coming from the dude being like, "Oh, I used to take me knob out and flop it on their shoulders, and we'd laugh. Oh, and we'd laugh." And it's just like everybody who hears sees that dude say that is just like, no, nobody fucking laughed. No, we hated you so
well that's the
much.
thing, people talked about it like they had interviews with people where they said it was like funny and it's like I don't understand that.
I feel like we just go through a weird time as a people sometimes. It's like at one point in time, everybody's hair had to be like a giant sphere. Why?
It's
Like,
like
well,
it was a funny joke to put laxatives in people's food. It's like, no, I would beat your ass.
yeah,
That is not funny. That is fucking horrible.
yeah, man. People. I don't know. That's weird. We get through a weird time with some people sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, how do you go from a whole fucking generation of music just being completely canceled off the face of the earth? It's like nobody listens to disco. It's gone now.
Oh,
You know?
same with dubstep.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Well,
I was I
is it
was
gone
into
though?
it.
There's like a
Yes.
sect of people that do dubstep at like festivals and shit.
Nah. Well, yeah. But
Well, it,
those are just like rave people that just want to like have something to do drugs to.
yeah, I guess that's true. Um, but yeah, is it? I don't know. Is disco dead though? Like completely? I don't know anybody who listens to it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's probably dead.
I don't even know what is the Bee Gees disco.
I don't know. For some reason, a lot of people like the Bee Gees.
I like the Bee Gees, fuck you. But
Fuck you.
speaking of them, there's like this weird trend where people are going back and like what's it called? Pitch correcting voices of old singers. And it's like, no.
Yeah, why would you do that?
Yeah. And it's like the actual fucking album too. Like whoever owns it. Like it's on their official channels and shit.
Just bring it. Trying to bring their name back in any way possible. It's a fucking last ditch effort.
It's horrifying.
um. So anyway,
I really love this anime, but I don't think we can talk too much about
no,
it.
I was just about to say you say all you had to say because we did a lot of filler in this one. Talk about some Dragon
Yeah.
Ball Z, Dying Disco.
Well, there's a lot in here that makes me think about a lot of stuff, I guess. Um, there is like he kind of has a harem, but it's the two chicks, and then he has his sister in game who tries to get him killed, and then was it the like main male characters from the like game that everybody wants or whatever, the top tier males, like some chick swoops in, takes them all by storm, and they're just like, we'll give up anything to be with you. And they like divorce their fiancés and shit. And then like a lot of the show is about him trying to deal with that because their fiancés hate them. And there's like a bike race where one of the fiancés paid off a bunch of dudes to beat the shit out of the guy.
Well, the
So
whole
then he
struggle of the
had to win.
game is like him trying to make that main character go down the path she's supposed to. That's like the whole
Yeah, but then
background
there's like
objective.
the other main character or the other chick that he doesn't know about from the game that I think he deduces that it's like somebody like him, which before they ever brought that up, I'm like, that chick's his sister. But shit, what is it? There's the murder scheme, and then there's another one. Oh yeah, you had to help the purple like anti-magic dude with something, and then they bond, and he's like trying to build them up to be better, essentially, because it's like the only he's like stuck in a mindset where he is mob, so he's like, well, I'm like not supposed to be with anybody. I'm just supposed to find some other rando, but he's doing all this awesome shit and everybody loves him. So like towards the end of the season, he starts to like realize that.
Yeah, I'm sure it goes on for other reasons.
Yeah.
Just
What did you think about like Olivia and Angelica?
what did I think about them?
Yeah.
I kind of just hated them both as characters.
Oh fuck you. Oh,
Eh.
but like when they have the fucking hot tubs or the hot spring scene, it's so funny. They're like, oh, your was it? They're like jealous of each other's breasts, and they're like, your skin is so soft.
Yeah, this is like classic one of these kinds of shows. There's always a fucking hot spring fucking scene every single time.
Yeah, but it's like the show is so normal, and then like it dive for like 3 minutes. It'll dive into just like showing an anime chick like licking an ice cream cone type stuff, like just so in your face.
Yeah, it does kind of shift gears pretty quick.
Yeah. What do you think about like they get invaded by like some monsters? What do you think about that?
Oh, the monster thing at the end.
No, and that other kingdom tries to invade them. Is that the end?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, the the fucking Captain Hook was hilarious.
Yeah.
That's all that dude was. They shave his mustache off at one point. Yeah. Um,
That dude was so fucking evil as fuck.
there was like I don't know, dude. There's a battle between them and a bunch of monsters. Then he rescues the princess, and then everybody's on the ship's too much of a fucking pussy, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna die." It's like, well, you gotta fight. It's like, no, we're gonna die. They're like, well, yeah, they're gonna come in here and kill you. So why don't you just fight? Like, oh, we can't do that. It's like every one of you is trained with a fucking sword because you're all trained to be in this school to get a wife. It's like, well, yeah, but we never actually like used them. It's like, what the fuck is
Well,
the
they're,
what?
they're all like the rich kids, except like this is a magical fantasy world. So the rich kids are the children of people who are actually like extremely powerful. So
No, I
like
get
instead of
it.
having like, no, I just mean it's like it's a way different situation because if it's just like a bunch of rich kids that weren't like magic super powered fucking people and they were just like a bunch of stupid nepo babies, like I can understand them doing that, but it's like you guys like have magical powers and shit. And
That's
the
what I
one chick
mean.
gets, yeah,
Like they just like you guys are all trained to try and be better than everybody else. That is like the whole point of this entire world is everybody's trying to be better than everybody else to get the better wife and get money and rise up through rank. And it's like, no, we can't use our sword training we've been doing since we were like 5. We can't use that, even though we're gonna die if we don't. It's like that's all right. you know,
yeah.
like normally I don't
I
go with a logical sense, but on that one, like it's even brought up in the show. Yeah, but like you will die if you don't fight back anyway. So isn't it better to just fight? And you have like warrior bloodlines. You're all a bunch of fucking pussies, and your forebears would be ashamed of you. And they're like, "You don't
yeah,
fucking talk to us like that, bitch. We're gonna fight." They just get mad at him because he talked down to him.
yeah. I really like the princess chick. She like controlled the monsters with her flute and shit.
Yeah, that was a weird one. And then
Yeah,
whenever
that
she gets
was
captured, what she like turns it off so that monsters still attack them anyway. She's like, they'll just eat me. They're all gonna come after me, and I'm on your ship.
she essentially brainwashed them or whatever to be
Yeah,
enslaved by the flute or whatever to respond to it. And
yeah,
she relinquished control of the flute, and then that made all the monsters like realize they're being brainwashed, so they attacked the ship.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Cause she's,
Jelly could get like some flame shit from the fucking charms from an earlier episode.
hmm I didn't see what the other
Or
two charms did. I didn't notice it.
I don't think they showed Olivia's. She had like a white or blue one, and Angelica had a red one. And she had like flame spears, and the other chick, the Olivia's the main chick in the game. She is supposed to be like some kind of like holy priestess or some shit, like the chosen one. And she awakens her powers and fucking like the makes a sphere around the ship that shoots fucking beams out and shit, looking very
She casts holy because it's Final
yeah,
Fantasy.
yeah.
That's just what it reminds me of. Is just casting holy. But yeah, and they end up stopping that dude, and then they're like, "Oh, you're gonna go up in rank again," and I think that's when the season ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time to watch.
Yeah, I love this show. What?
Hell yeah, I didn't think you were gonna like it that much.
Oh yeah. Like um usually in these types of shows the main character is just so OP. And this one, it makes more sense, and he doesn't just straight get what he wants. He kind of always doesn't get what he wants because he tries to do the right thing. It's always
Yeah.
like he gets rewarded, but he doesn't want to be rewarded. He gets attention, but then he can't accept the attention, even though, like, in his head, he's such a badass. Like, it's like you realize you're badass. Robot's calling you badass, but like you're stuck in your mob mentality.
Yeah. Yep. Well, that's all I got on the show. Yes, sir.
Still don't know what an Otome game is.
Yeah, same. We'll figure out for the next episode. Speaking of which, it's going to be Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. Um, did you have an anime in mind already, or am I waiting to find out?
No,
All right.
did not have one. In.
All the mysteries will be solved on the next episode, Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon.
It's a maiden game, story based off romance video games targeted towards women.
Well, there you go. It's a woman's dating sim.
Yeah.
See ya.
Adios.